So we're in Cadiz, which is part of Andalucia, which has a whole different vibe than other parts of the country that we visited so far. First, let's start with Cadiz, which is just this beautiful, peninsula out on the Atlantic. It's got it's been used all the way back to the Phoenicians, probably even before them. And of course, it's got great beaches, which we've gone to every day, and we're about to go to one right now.
Yes, and it's very sunny. That's why I have my sunglasses on. But also, it's not. It's warm, but it's not uncomfortable because you have the beach breezes and so much fresh food here. This was probably some of the best meals that we had. Right up there with Basque Country, but definitely a lot of fresh fish, fresh fruit. It's a huge agricultural area. We took the train from Madrid, right?
We took the train from Madrid to Granada.
Yes.
And then from Granada, we took the train to Cadiz. In Granada, we had a chance to experience flamenco dance. Which was, very, the type of dancing that we were able to experience was in a cave.
Yes.
Which is kind of traditional.
After the gypsies were expelled from within the walls of the city
of Granada,
they moved into these caves, and they actually are credited with starting flamenco. And so we went out, I think it started at like 10:30, and you're in this cave. It's actually, the cave's been like whitewashed and has little tables and all, and it was just a very authentic feeling. Earlier in the day, we went to the Alhambra, which is a Muslim palace, or
it was originally a palace built by a sultan.
Yes.
And or two or three or four, and gorgeous over the years. Has just been embellished with what I was surprised by was all the foliage around there, the shrubbery and
the gardens, the flowers, and just trees from all over, and a lot of water features. So in the history of the Arabic world, basically if you have water, that means you're wealthy, because the wealthy people have that property. And so tons of water features, and it was just very very peaceful. There's a lot of shade with all the plants, and you hear the water trickling, and I could just move in there, basically. Yeah. And in between, so after we did that, Steve found this great restaurant that overlooked the Alhambra. At night, they light it up, so we were there when they lit it up. And then had a very good meal, and then went to see flamenco and just
dinner and a show.
Yes.
Of a different type altogether. Yes. It was a magical night.
Yes,
I thought.
It was. Yeah. Very
so. The tapas in Andalucia are also different than the pinchos that we were eating. I like I like pinchos number one, but I'd say the tapas down here are pretty darn good as well.
Yes, stay away from the fried tapas though. That's overrated. but the fresh tapas with fresh fish and all that is very tasty.
We did also spend a little time touring the cathedral here. It was wide open. It really had lots more access to to some of the the statuary and paintings. It's almost like a museum. It has items there that are older than the cathedral itself. We had a chance to climb the tower to the bell tower, and what a wonderful view that had.
And we were in the bell tower, standing under the bells when they went off, and that was quite the experience. But yes, the view from up there, well worth the climb.
We toured an archaeological dig.
Yes,
that has unearthed evidence of a town that the Phoenicians had built almost 3,000 years ago. And that was fascinating in and of itself. We seem to have gone to about every crypt we can find on this trip.
If you find if it says crypt or catacombs, we're going.
Yeah,
guaranteed. Oh, we also found the original Red Rocks amphitheater.
Yes, there's the partially excavated remains of a Roman theater that could at one time sat 20,000 people, and it's so old that I'm pretty sure that the Eagles' first farewell tour was held there. It's that old.
Yep. One day, Red Rocks will be unearthed just like that, and they will find like the remains of a yoga instructor and people running up the stairs. Well, the Mercado.
Yes, yeah.
Love the Mercado.
The Mercado, the general central Mercado here is better than any we've seen anywhere in the world that we've gone, including the Asian markets. It just is. I think it's set up primarily for consumers, as opposed to some of the markets that we've seen that are set up primarily for restaurants. Here, we saw, just average folks going up and getting their weekly groceries straight from the fishmonger, straight from the butcher, and it's just chock full and beautifully presented, fresh food and fresh vegetables and fruits. And then I'm just amazed by how this town has, so many beautiful parks. We're actually in one right now, and trees of all descriptions, and and people sitting and having a coffee and just enjoying the day. It's a wonderful town for that.
Yeah, you're walking down the street, and there's right in the middle of the street are these parks that are these huge trees and shade and birds and water features, and very comfortable. The other thing is, this has really been, because we've spent a few days here, more time here than just about anywhere else. We've been out at night and going to the plazas and seeing all the people out, like families out, and just
9:30 at night.
Socializing.
Where in the United States, you might be giving the kids a bath and putting them to bed. Here, the kids are out playing soccer and playing with their friends while their parents talk and have a little bit of vino.
Yeah, and the kids are playing soccer on concrete.
Yeah,
and they aren't crying. They're like, having a good time out there, and I'm like, that's why they're better at soccer than us.
Yeah. Right. So. Well, this is our last full day in Spain.
Yes.
Great way to end it here in Cadiz. Tomorrow we travel northward, and our next you'll hear from us will be from Scotland.
Yes, Scotland.